everything you just said is the opposite is probably true.
Perhaps everything happens for a reason. Is that not right?
No, you could just say there's not a speck out of dust. There's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe, meaning that everything the way it is the way that the game is set up to be played for you right now.
Yeah, perhaps. It definitely is a simulation.
I mean, one thing to look at is your name, Death Hippie. And I've known you for a few years now, and a lot of your messaging uh, is disarray or chaos or a lot of unknowns and fears, but yet you go by Death Hippie. So I'm just saying to you, you make your reality with your words. And I told you once before, change your name because it's just implying, chaos, death, and decay as opposed to, improvement or balance or stability or strength or victory. I mean, you are your words. So if you want things to change, I would encourage you to start changing your words.
You shall eat the fruit of your lips.
Yeah,
Yeah, that yes, for sure.
the tongue gives life and death. So, I say choose life, as opposed to choosing death in your name, for God's sakes.
Life happy. Ouch! I got into a very bad car wreck, and the seatbelt and the airbag saved me.
No, see, now you're just going around as death. You should go around as life, see how that feels.
You're right about the life thing. Life is in the power of the tongue. Life, choose life, and also life takes precedence. It's inscribed on my wedding ring. I don't know if I'll need my wedding ring much longer, but it's inscribed in the band. And you're right about the chaos. Definitely chaos. Have things been going well for you?
Yeah, all is well. Do you want to hear some love poetry?
Absolutely, John. I love hearing your poetry. It takes me back to my old days.
Okay, this is called Keeper of Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
You came here to tell my secret to everyone, what I give no sign of. Last night in a dream you offered a cup. I said I will not drink wine. Do not, the loss is yours. I'm afraid of being shamed. I'll reach for you and you won't be there. It's astonishing to me that someone offers you his innermost life and you frown. Would you be deceptive with me as you do with others? I am the keeper of secrets. You can't hide from me. I am the beauty of the perceived world, but you lay back on the ground. I am the true direction of the spirit, but you glance around at clouds. Look here, if you angrily turn away now, you will do the same on the day you die. Be pale for the one who created color. Don't put saffron on your face for the sake of shadows. Be a rooster, conscious of time and the leader. Don't change your rooster to a hen. Bend and sit crookedly, but tell the straight truth. Truth is enough. I am the friend, your spirit. Why look for someone else? If you like the verse about lending to God, lend a clipping from a counterfeit coin and get back the deed to a diamond mine. If for 2 or 3 days you bandage your eyes with awe, you make your sensible eyes a fountain for the other ocean. If for only a second you go straight for this target, that arrowy intention becomes your bow and bowstring. There's no generosity better than this, that with your sins and forgetfulness, I'm telling you how to pray. So much for words which have to be written down, or not contained in the mouth. If you were to open every living particle, you could make a mouth of each.
Said, I asked God, do not let me die until I know you. God replied, he who knows me never dies. So, let's be drawn into the timeless wisdom of Rumi through 9 unforgettable poems that explore the mysteries of existence. We'll start with the existence of origins in before time, uncover the radiant truth that I am pure light, and tackle the profound question, how you came into existence. Finally, we'll end with Rumi's heartfelt devotion to his master, Shams of Tabriz. I am sure these poems will resonate with your heart, linger in your thoughts, and stir your soul. Before time. I was there on the first day, before anything had a name. On that day, there was neither I nor we. Every name and everything named came after me. Within one curl of the beloved's hair, I saw the birth of creation. I saw every name forming, every object coming into view. Yet there was no curl. I looked upon every cross in every church, yet he was not there. I went to the temples of India and the shrines of China, yet he was not there. I searched the mountains of Herat and Kandahar, yet he was not there. I scaled the distant peak of Mount Kaf, only to find the empty nest of the phoenix. I visited the Kaaba, but he was not there, amidst pilgrims young and old. I read the books of Avicenna, but his wisdom went beyond all the words. I went to the highest court, within the distance of 2 bow lengths, but he was not there. Then I looked within my own heart, and there I found him. He was nowhere else. Oh, my beloved, I searched both worlds, but never found joy without you. I have seen many wonders, but never a wonder like you. I pressed my soul's ear against countless doors, but never heard words as sweet as yours. Oh, what grace you pour upon your servants. From our view, the ocean looks so small. Osaki, sweet sight of my eyes, I've never seen one like you in all of Persia or Arabia. Pour the wine that takes me beyond myself, for this petty existence brings nothing but fatigue. You are the endless love. You are the heavenly song. You are the mother and father. You are the one I will always know. We are scraps of iron. Your love is the magnet that draws us near. Why should I seek? All I need do is love. Rest now, my soul. Leave behind your religion and your empty show of faith. Remember when you had no religion. Remember when all you had was him. I am not from this world. Why think thus, O men of piety? I have returned to sobriety. I am neither a Muslim nor a Hindu. I am not Christian, Zoroastrian, nor Jew. I am neither of the West nor the East, not of the ocean nor an earthly beast. I am neither a natural wonder, nor from the stars yonder, neither flesh of dust, nor wind inspire, nor water in veins, nor made of fire. I am neither an earthly carpet, nor gems terrestrial, nor am I confined to creation, nor the throne celestial. Not of ancient promises, nor of...
So I'm going to read some Rumi in just a minute, but this is an audiobook version.
Future prophecy, not of hellish anguish, nor of paradisiac
And
ecstasy.
this is book club. Adams, if you want to try reading a book, I would, love it if you could grab a book at your home. And if you want to read for 5 minutes, Bima, you too.
See, neither the progeny of Adam nor Eve, nor of the world of heavenly make-believe. My place is the no place. My image is without face. Neither of body nor the soul. I am of the divine whole. I eliminated duality with joyous laughter. Saw the unity of here and the hereafter. Unity is what I sing. Unity is what I speak. Unity is what I know. Unity is what I seek. Intoxicated from the chalice of love, I have lost both worlds below and above. Sole destiny that comes to me in my whole life, even if once forgot his name even perchance. For that hour spent, for such moment, I'd give my life and thus repent. Beloved Master, Shams Tabrizi, in this world with love, I'm so drunk. The path of love isn't easy. I am shipwrecked and must be sunk. I am pure light. Every question I ask is about you. Every step I take is toward you. I slept well last night, but I woke up drunk. I must have dreamt about you. I am totally lost in the folds of love, totally free of worry and care. I have passed beyond the four qualities. My heart has torn away the veil of pretense. There was a time I circled with the 9 spheres, rolling with the stars across the sky.
Hey, Bima, I'm just getting set up here, but I'll read in just a minute.
There was a time I stayed by his side. I lived in his world, and he gave me everything. With the best of intentions, I became a prisoner in this form. How else did I get here? What crime did I commit? But I'd rather be in a prison with my friend than in a rose garden all alone. I came to this world to have a sight of Joseph's purity. Like a baby born of its mother's womb, I was brought here with blood and tears. People think they are born only once, but they have been here so many times. In the cloak of this ragged body, I have walked countless paths. How many times I have worn out this cloak. With ascetics in the desert, I watched night turn into day. With pagans in the temple, I slept at the foot of idols. I've been a charlatan and a king. I've been a healer and fraught with disease. I've been on my deathbed so many times, floating up like the clouds, pouring down like the rain. As a dervish, I sought the dust of annihilation, but it never touched my robe. So I gathered armfuls of roses in this faded garden of existence.
Is private student loan debt wrecking your life? You really need to talk to Why Refi. Why Refi?
Rule number 1. How we see God is a direct reflection of how we see ourselves. If God brings to mind mostly fear and blame, it means there is too much fear and blame welled up inside us. If we see God as full of love and compassion, so are we. Rule number 2. The path to the truth is a labor of the heart, not of the head. Make your heart your primary guide, not your mind. Meet, challenge, and ultimately prevail over your nafs with your heart. Knowing your ego will lead you to the knowledge of God. Rule number 3. You can study God through everything and everyone in the universe, because God is not confined in a mosque, synagogue, or church. But if you are still in need of knowing where exactly his abode is, there is only one place to look for him: in the heart of a true lover. Rule number 4. Intellect and love are made of different materials. Intellect ties people in knots and risks nothing, but love dissolves all tangles and risks everything. Intellect is always cautious and advises, beware too much ecstasy, whereas love says, oh, never mind, take the plunge. Intellect does not easily break down, whereas love can effortlessly reduce itself to rubble. But treasures are hidden among ruins. A broken heart hides treasures. Rule number 5. Most problems of the world stems from linguistic mistakes and simple misunderstanding. Don't ever take words at face value. When you step into the zone of love, language, as we know it, becomes obsolete. That which cannot be put into words can only be grasped through silence. Rule number 6. Loneliness and solitude are 2 different things. When you are lonely, it is easy to delude yourself into believing that you are on the right path. Solitude is better for us, as it means being alone without feeling lonely. But eventually, it is the best to find a person who will be your mirror. Remember, only in another person's heart can you truly see yourself and the presence of God within you. Rule number 7. Whatever happens in your life, no matter how troubling things might seem, do not enter the neighborhood of despair. Even when all doors remain closed, God will open up a new path only for you. Be thankful. It is easy to be thankful when all is well. A Sufi is thankful not only for what he has been given, but also for all that he has been denied. Rule number 8. Patience does not mean to passively endure. It means to look at the end of a process. What does patience mean? It means to look at the thorn and see the rose, to look at the night and see the dawn. Impatience means to be short-sighted, as to not be able to see the outcome. The lovers of God never run out of patience, for they know that time is needed for the crescent moon to become full. Rule number 9. East or west, south or north, makes little difference. No matter what your destination is, just be sure to make every journey a journey within. If you travel within, you'll travel the whole wide world and beyond. Rule number 10. The midwife knows that when there is no pain, the mother cannot give birth. Likewise, for a new self to be born, hardship is necessary. Just as clay needs to go through intense heat to become strong, love can only be perfected through and after adversity. Rule number 11. The quest for love changes you. There is no seeker among those who search for love who has not matured on the way. The moment you start looking for love, you start to change from the inside and outside. Rule number 12. There are more fake gurus and false teachers in this world than the number of stars in the visible universe. Don't confuse power-driven, self-centered people with true mentors. A genuine spiritual master will not direct your attention to himself or herself, and will not expect absolute obedience or utter admiration from you, but instead will help you to appreciate and admire your inner self. True mentors are as transparent as glass. They let the light of God pass through them. Rule number 13. Try not to resist the changes which come your way. Instead, let life live through you, and do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the side you are used to is better than the one to come? Rule number 14. God is busy with the completion of your work, both outwardly and inwardly. He is fully occupied with you. Every human being is a work in progress that is slowly but inexorably moving towards perfection. We are each an unfinished work of art, both waiting and striving to be completed. God deals with each of us separately because humanity is fine art of skilled penmanship, where every single dot is equally important for the entire picture. Rule number 15. It's easy to love a perfect God, unblemished and infallible that He is. What is far more difficult is to love fellow human being with all their imperfections and defects. Remember, one can only know what one is capable of loving. There is no wisdom without love. Unless we learn to love God's creation, we can neither truly love nor truly know God. Rule number 16. Real faith is the one inside. The rest simply washes off. There is only one type of dirt that cannot be cleansed with pure water, and that is the stain of hatred and bigotry contaminating the soul. You can purify your body through abstinence and fasting, but only love will purify your heart. Rule number 17. The whole universe is contained within a single human being, you. Everything that you see around, including the things that you might not be fond of, and even the people you despise or abhor, is present within you in varying degrees. Therefore, do not look for shaitan outside yourself. The devil is not an extraordinary force that attacks from without. If you set to know yourself fully, facing it with honesty and hardness, you would see that it is an ordinary voice from within. Rule number 18. If you want to change the ways others treat you, you should first change the way you treat yourself, fully and sincerely. Otherwise, there is no way you can be loved. However, once you achieve that stage, be thankful for every thorn that others might throw at you. It is a sign that you will soon be showered in roses. Rule number 19. Fret not where the road will take you. Instead, concentrate on the first step. That is the hardest part, and that is what you are responsible for. Once you take that step, let everything do what it naturally does, and the rest will follow. Don't go with the flow, be the flow. Rule number 20. We were all created in His image, and yet we were each created differently and unique. No two people are the same. No hearts beat to the same rhythm. If God had wanted everyone to be the same, He would have made it so. Therefore, disrespecting differences and imposing your thoughts on others is tantamount to disrespecting God's holy scheme. Rule number 21. When a true lover of God goes into a tavern, the tavern becomes his chamber of prayer. But when a wine bibber goes into the same chamber, it becomes his tavern. In everything we do, it is our hearts that makes the difference, not our outer appearance. Sufis do not judge other people on how they look or who they are. When a Sufi stares at someone, he keeps both eyes closed, and instead, he opens a third eye, the eye that sees the inner realm. Rule number 22. Life is a temporary loan, and this world is nothing but a sketchy imitation of reality. Only children would mistake a toy for the real thing, and yet human beings either become infatuated with the toy or disrespectfully break it and throw it aside. In this life, stay away from all kinds of extremities, for they will destroy your inner balance. Sufis do not go to extremes. A Sufi always remains mild and moderate. Rule number 23. The human being has a unique place among God's creation. God says, I breathed into him of my spirit. Each and every one of us, without exception, is designed to be God's delegate on earth. Ask yourself, just how often do you behave like a delegate, if you ever do so? Remember, it falls upon each of us to discover the divine spirit inside and live by it.
How to automate repetitive tasks. Watch this.
It's 2025. AI can build a pro-level website within a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, you're still asking it how to write emails.
On each of us to discover the divine spirit inside and live by it. Rule number 24. Hell is in the here and now. So is heaven. Quit worrying about hell or dreaming about heaven, as they are both present inside this very moment. Every time we fall in love, we ascend to heaven. Every time we hate, envy, or fight someone.
Okay, I'm going to read you some Rumi quatrains. And I'm going to create some clips on YouTube. Here we go. Late by myself, in the boat of myself, no light and no land anywhere. Cloud cover thick. I try to stay just above the surface, yet I'm already under and living within the ocean. I'm crying. My tears tell me that much. Last spring, they say, the new green, how weak you felt. Remember any night of all our nights, but don't remember things I've said. Friend, our closeness is this. Anywhere you put your foot, feel me in the firmness under you. How is it with this love? I see your world and not you. When I am with you, we stay up all night. When you're not here, I can't go to sleep. Praise God for these two insomnias and the difference between them. When I die, lay out the corpse. You may want to kiss my lips, just beginning to decay. Don't be frightened if I open my eyes. This bleeding eventually stops. The wolf appears. We run off in different directions, with always some thought of how lucky we are. But nothing floats for long. Death floods in the mouth and the ear. Every head goes under and away. For years, copying other people, I tried to know myself. From within, I couldn't decide what to do. Unable to see, I heard my name being called. Then I walked outside. Today, like every other day, we wake up empty and frightened. Don't open the door to the study and begin reading. Take down a musical instrument. Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the door sill, where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. Take someone who doesn't keep score, who's not looking to be richer or afraid of losing, who has not the slightest interest even in his own personality. He's free. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. I would love to kiss you. The price of kissing is your life. Now my loving is running toward my life, shouting, what a bargain. Let's buy it. We have this way of talking, and we have another. Apart from what we wish and what we fear may happen, we are alive with other life, as clear stones take form in the mountain. Someone who goes with half a loaf of bread to a small place that fits like a nest around him. Someone who wants no more, who's not himself longed for by anyone else. He is a letter to everyone. You open it. It says, live. Who sees inside from outside? Who finds hundreds of mysteries even where minds are deranged? See through his eyes and what he sees. Who then is looking out from his eyes? The clear bead at the center changes everything. There are no edges to my loving now. I've heard it said there's a window that opens from one mind to another. But if there's no wall, there's no need for fitting the window or the latch. We take long trips. We puzzle over the meaning of a painting or a book, when what we're wanting to see and understand in this world, we are that. Does sunset sometimes look like the sun's coming up? Do you know what a faithful love is like? You're crying. You say you've burned yourself. But can you think of anyone who's not hazy with smoke? Daylight, full of small dancing particles, and the one great turning. Our souls are dancing with you. Without feet they dance. Can you see them when I whisper in your ear? They try to say what you are, spiritual or sexual. They wondered about Solomon and all his wives. In the body of the world, they say, there is a soul, and you are that. But we have ways within each other that will never be said by anyone. The human shape is a ghost, made of distraction and pain. Sometimes pure light, sometimes cruel, trying wildly to open this image tightly held within itself. Stay in the company of lovers, those other kinds of people. They each want to show you something. A crow will lead you to an empty barn, a parrot to sugar. There is a light seed grain inside. You fill it with yourself or it dies. I'm caught in this curling energy. Your hair. Whoever's calm and sensible is insane. Don't think of good advice for me. I've tasted the worst that can happen, so they lock me somewhere bound and gagged. They can't tie up this new love I have. You don't have bad days and good days. You don't sometimes feel brilliant and sometimes dumb. There's no studying, no scholarly thinking having to do with love, but there is a great deal of plotting and secret touching and nights you can't remember at all. The Sufi opens his hands to the universe and gives away each instant free. Unlike someone who begs on the street for money to survive, a dervish begs to give you his life. There's a strange frenzy in my head of birds flying, each particle circulating on its own. Is the one I love everywhere? They say that paradise will be perfect, with lots of clear white wine and all the beautiful women. We hold on to times like this then, since this is how it's going to be. Come to the orchard in spring. There is light and wine, sweethearts and the pomegranate flowers. If you do not come, these do not matter. If you do come, these do not matter. Poles apart, I'm the color of dying. You are the color of being born. Unless we breathe in each other, there can be no garden. So that's why plants grow and laugh at our eyes, which focus on distance. Think that you're gliding out from the face of a cliff like an eagle. Think you're walking like a tiger walks by himself in the forest. You're most handsome when you're after food. Spend less time with nightingales and peacocks. One is just a voice, the other just a color. For a while we lived with people, but we saw no sign in them of the faithfulness we wanted. It's better to hide completely within, as water hides in metal, as fire hides in rock. The mystery does not get clearer by repeating the question, nor is it bought with going to amazing places. Until you've kept your eyes and you're wanting still for 50 years, you don't begin to cross over from confusion. The minute I'm disappointed, I feel encouraged. When I am ruined, I am healed. When I am quiet and solid as the ground, then I talk the low tones of thunder for everyone. I drink stream water and the air becomes clearer and everything I do. I become a water wheel, turning and tasting you as long as water moves. In pain, I breathe easier. The scared child is running from the house, screaming. I hear the gentleness. Under 9 layers of illusion, whatever the light, on the face of any object, in the ground itself, I see your face. Today I'm out wandering, turning my skull into a cup for others to drink wine from. In this town somewhere there sits a calm, intelligent man who doesn't know what he's about to do. I asked for 1 kiss. You gave me 6. Who was teacher is now student. Things good and generous take form in me, and the air is clear. I am insane, but they keep calling to me. No one here knows me, but no one chases me off. My job is to stay awake like the night watchman. When they're drunk enough and it's late enough, they recognize me. They say, "There's daylight." During the day I was singing with you. At night we slept in the same bed. I wasn't conscious day or night. I thought I knew who I was, but I was you. Drinking wine with you, getting warmer and warmer. I think, why not trade in this overcoat made of leaves and dirt? Then I look out the window. For what? Both worlds are here. Since we've seen each other, a game goes on. Secretly I move, and you respond. You're winning. You think it's funny. But look up from the board now. Look how I've brought in furniture to this invisible place, so we can live here. The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. If you have any patience left, we know what to do. If you love sleep, we'll tear you away. If you change into a mountain, we'll melt you. If you become an ocean, we'll drain you. You say you have no sexual longing anymore. You're one with the one you love. This is dangerous. Don't believe that I have a love like that. If one day you see a picture of how you think, you will hate yourself openly. Okay, I'm going to read these last two pages, and then they'll complete these Rumi quatrains. I'm not talking out loud. I'm talking to the ears of your spirit. Remember what I've said. Tomorrow, I'll say openly what I'm saying tonight. We've given up making a living. It's all this crazy love poetry now. It's everywhere. Our eyes and our feelings focus together with our words. We have a huge barrel of wine, but no cups. It's fine with us. Every morning we glow, and in the evening we glow again. They say there's no future for us. They're right, which is fine with us. Do you think I know what I'm doing? For one breath, or half breath, I belong to myself. As much as a pen knows what it's writing, or the ball can guess what it's going next. Do not sit long with a sad friend. When you go to a garden, do you look at thorns or flowers? Spend more time with roses and jasmine. Inside the great mystery that is, we don't really own anything. What is this competition we feel then, before we go, one at a time, through the same gates? We are the mirror as well as the face in it. We are tasting the taste this minute of eternity. We are pain, and what cures pain? We are the sweet, cold water and the jar that pours. At night we fall into each other with such grace. When it's light you throw me back like you do your hair. Your eyes now drunk with God, mine with looking at you. One drunkard takes care of another. We are walking through a garden. Turn away for a minute. You're doing it again. You have my face here, but you look at flowers.
I think you have a little. I think you have a little bit more of a simplified background. I mean, a little bit more of a simplified understanding of what it is that I do. But that's cool because it's.
Do you have a quantum computer at your lab?
No, I don't have. No, I don't have a quantum computer in my lab. No.
But you hook the kids up with a remote terminal to a quantum computer, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Okay. Just basically like five qubit calculations or something.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But the folks that I work with in quantum, Yeah, there are some of them who it's their whole life, but even in fact, I should send you some of the info on QSteam, and I mean you can look it up, but I think I've told you a little bit about it. Like we built courses, we built quantum courses.
QSTEM?
Yeah.
Wow, QSTEam.
QSteam, yeah. So
it's like, oh, you've added quantum to STEM. Or STEAM.
Yeah.
Wow, did he's like making it sound like he's
like a complete, yeah, it's like LGBTQ plus. I got it, all the letters.
Yeah, so
it's a buzzword salad. I got it.
Yeah, something like that. But
I get it. Yeah.
If you're someone on the learning side of the desk, if you're somebody interested in learning quantum science, QSteam is just sort of a bunch of on-ramp ways to get there. We built 4 courses, and there's 4 more courses that we're trying to come with as well.
But what it is it's a QISE minor. So the curriculum is
one that's built where students get to come in and they it's not just learning the basics. Like you would earn a minor in quantum in your R1 institution or in any institution for that matter. And with the partnership universities that we already have, as long as we have faculty to teach them, we can run it at any given time if there's a critical mass of students to take it. So, there's internship opportunities through it as well. But the 4 courses basically are pretty comprehensive in terms of just getting your feet wet and understanding what it's about, and hopefully the people go on and they
become grad students and postdocs or anything like that if they want to go this direction. But there's also a lot of entryways into the field.
But in the end, they're comfortable with Shor's algorithm.
Oh yeah. They're comfortable with a lot more than just that. I mean, they're comfortable with just being in a lab. So a lot of times they're already in a school that might have access to.
Do you have an oscilloscope and microwave generators or lasers?
Two things here. When you say we, right? So it depends what you're talking about.
Are the students exposed to an oscilloscope and microwave equipment?
Yes, but let me say it to you like this. So there's over 70 institutions we're talking about right now. We're not just talking about my institution. So it depends where you're at.
Some kind of collective thing, and it's different everywhere?
Yeah, it's NSF funded, yes. So it was built to go.
So that's the program. Yeah, I see.
Yep. Anyways, I don't find too much of this what I really was trying to necessarily talk about tonight, but
simulation. You want to talk about simulation? So simulation, we talked about, of course, the chances are low that it's us, that we're in the real one. That was a good model. Is there any other kind of Drake equations, like the probability that this thing is the case, that you're familiar with in this field?
No, I can't. I don't think there's
so simulation and interpretation.
Just like the Drake equation, any kind of math that you want to throw into the probability that you're in a simulation is going to be very loosey-goosey. Just like the Drake equation, every single one of those variables is up for debate.
Yeah, all the terms are loosey-goosey, right? But that's not what's important about the Drake equation. The importance of the Drake equation is whether or not it fully captures the terms that would be important. And then over time, you can... Well, I feel like it's a pretty good expression of that. I don't think anybody's added anything critical to it in 50 years, but that way.
Right. I don't need.
Right. So I wouldn't call it incomplete, but I would agree to you that it's amorphous, meaning all of the terms do not have quantitative values. Sorry.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, simulation interpretation. So I think of simulation interpretation as one of the ways that you can kind of escape the hellhole that's created by quantum entanglement. Is that your understanding as well?
Say it again? What?
Simulation interpretation.
is the way that we can escape the hellhole of quantum interpretation.
Of the quantum entanglement. Sure. Well, look, you have quantum entanglement, right? You have Bell's. Bell kind of creates this, and then with John Clausen and everything, once you get rid of hidden variables, now you've got real problems. You've got like what the observer effect problem. You've got multiple universes problems.
Yep.
You've got what superdeterminism is one way that you can deal with this, and the simulation interpretation is another way you can deal with this. Now, I prefer Einstein interpretation, which is I opened up a room on that earlier.
I know you do.
And that's just the hidden variable local realism interpretation, right? I think that one is on the has the best grasp, but simulation interpretation would be, well, if you accept simulation interpretation, there's no need for you to accept multiple universes interpretation. See what I mean?
Well, there's another slant on that. I mean, you could say that the multiple universes could also not be a quantum object, right? It could not be a result of quantum. You could still get there with simulations. I mean, it would make more sense to have multiple universes, right? If you had a simulation. I mean, that as a sentence almost makes more plausible sense, right? It would mean something. It would mean something different.
That's kind of interesting, because what you're kind of poking at there is that maybe we could have an experiment that would expose the fact that the machine has to spin up a new universe every time we do a thing that triggers quantum entanglement.
Yeah, whatever that thing is, right? Like
whatever that thing is. And maybe we could feel the parent computer slowing down for a minute every time it has to spin one up.
Sure. Why we get weird effects like the Casimir effect or Hawking radiation or whatever, these things that feel weird, anything that's quantum jittery, maybe, I don't know if they have to be, mutually exclusive. But anyways, I think without getting into the book, didn't realize there was people here that I haven't invited up. What up, Hanson? What up? Speak of the Hanson.
I was wondering what's wrong. It's very rare that I speak for more than about 25 seconds before there isn't 14 people who all want to.
It's because of when you're in a room, Benjamin, people are like, "Oh my gosh, I have to contribute to the talk." Benjamin's talking, it's got to be good. What up, Hanson?
Right. Well, usually they just come up and like
entanglement.
Yes, it is. If you say the word quantum, it's like saying, standing in front of the mirror at midnight and evoking the devil to come out. What is it you used to have to say?
If you leave the topic at the top of the room for about 14 seconds, I'm going to ask the two of you to attack my latest thesis so that I can defend it.
Jeez.
Hi, Sean. Sean and I haven't met, but I can tell he loves me.
He's got.
Yeah.
It was, boy. Come on, my nigga. How he run the play? Yes, sir.
Well, they jumping the shit out of fucking Hugo over there.
Yes, sir. Well, how he run the play, though?
He ran the play on Hugo. Yes, he went over there and count wrapped on them. They jumping the shit out of Hugo.
Hugo went over there on his own. Yes, sir.
I'm good.
We in this bit.
So happy.
Age, I gotta eat with my wife, but I want you to think about that. Job was actually suicidal. Job wanted to die. He was going through so much shit.
Max, do you want to keep answering questions from this guy? Because it seemed like you two wanted to move along.
This is giving sinners.
I still want to.
Hold on, Sam.
You're talking.
Hold on, dang, hold on.
You're hugging the mic.
Hold on. No, him and D just had a whole conversation.
You're hugging the mic.
I just got two.
Hugging the mic.
Please do.
I have 27 more questions.
Can you come on?
I have 27 more questions.
Moderators, I'm trying to talk right now and everyone's over talking me. Why is everyone over talking me right now?
27 more questions.
I'm the one that's talking, y'all.
I have 27 more questions.
Why is everybody over talking me right now? What the fuck, moderators?
I have 27 more questions.
Was having a sincere conversation with you. If you don't want to have the conversation with him, can you let him know? If not, they're gonna troll Azariah. So
I don't even want to troll. I just want to say something.
if
I don't
you
want
can
to
give him respect to let him know if you want to still have the conversation, so that he can go eat with his wife if you don't want to have the conversation.
Well, I mean, if he wants to like kind of quickly give kind of his closing question, and then we can, because I know everyone might want to jump in. So if he wants to like quickly kind of give his closing question, we can knock that out real quick.
Yeah, B-Max, I just had two more questions. I'm not pigeonholing you to nothing. You just answer it and say you don't know. It's simple. Are billions of people from all eras simply just delusional by believing in a higher power, while modern atheists are the only ones who got it right?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't go that far as saying like, it's a delusion. I don't. If people want to like believe in higher power, fine. Because I think it gives people strength to kind of get through their day. So I mean, I don't think it's fair to call it delusional. So no.
Great answer, brother. Last question. I understand that people on stage go through my PTR and they get emotional when they go to see my pizzas, but they will be okay.
Did you not hear him say
Be quiet. Be quiet. It ain't your turn.
You didn't say one final question.
Last question. Be quiet. If your thoughts came from a brain formed by accident, how can you trust that your reasoning is even valid? B-Max, this is my last question, brother.
I hear what you're saying. I don't have all the answers. All I know is that it seems that we're here for natural causes. If there's truly a creator that put us here, and if you have a demonstration of that creator, I'm over here. But that's kind of how I answer it.
I'll praise you, brother. We're great deal, brother. I respect you. He's disrespectful.
Shut the fuck up.
Look at him. And he can't even hold his peace.
Shut the fuck up.
His PTR is
27 more questions.
His name is Sam Rosen.
27 more questions.
I'm done, D. Take over the room. Control these goddamn wild animals on the stage.
Did you guys hear the chirp? Did you guys hear the smoke alarm chirp? I just heard the third smoke alarm chirp. Did anybody hear the smoke alarm? This is the third time I heard the smoke alarm. Someone else please tell me they heard the smoke alarm.
When D is talking, moderation is talking. Be quiet.
Replace the batteries in your smoke alarm.
I appreciate
that was the third chirp.
your input. I think B-Max enjoyed the conversation. We can move on to next. Have a wonderful dinner with your wife.
Bye. So, when it comes to the Book of Job is enough to make you just know that the whole story is childish nonsense. You have the devil and God having a wager. We're going to torture this man and bet on who, whether he's going to keep worshiping you if you torture him. That's the behavior of psychopaths. There's no reason why God would need to do the wager, given that he's omniscient. There's no reason why he would have to prove anything to the devil. He can just beam the true beliefs into the devil's mind. The idea that the devil and God would make a wager and then use the torture of a man as a fucking way to do it is retarded. And then God, in the story of Job, he killed Job's sons, and then they give God afterwards, we gave him new sons, so therefore it's fine that I did this. It's not fine that you killed my sons just because you gave me more sons.
you fucking retard god. So the story is just childish, evil nonsense, and you should just all see it, obviously.
Can I go
Yeah, I
next?
think Sam made a great point.
That's from
Can I
the
go
perspective of someone who doesn't know the Bible. So
Yeah, let's let King respond.
go ahead, King.
Yeah. So I'm not even gonna. Well, I'll be in the Bible a little bit, but I'm just gonna be realistic. So recently, I just lost my homeboy, my best friend. I talked to him day and night. Like at night, I talked to him. Morning, I talked to him. It was a hard loss for me. You know what I'm saying? And he hurt me. Like I was hurt. Like I'm driving, trying to work, and it just really hurt me to the core. And I do believe in the God of the Bible that we read about. But what's crazy, what happened to me is gonna blow y'all mind, bro. I drive trucks, right? I was in the woods just driving. An owl came down and broke my antenna off my truck. And I'm like, damn, so I had to get another antenna. The next night, another owl come down, probably an hour somewhere else, come down like he's finna come in my windshield and just fly up. And I kind of jumped because I was messing with my phone at the same time. And so now I'm calling some of my friends, my wife, and I'm telling her, like, man, I had 2 owls. One of them broke my antenna. One of them down there came and broke my windshield, coming straight at me. And so I was like talking to my homeboys, we joking. He's like, damn, you might be seeing a ghost. That might be your boy, because he just died like 2 days ago. And it's the person I talk to every day, all day. It's my best friend. And I laughed about it, and I was like, nah, man, I don't believe in that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so I said, if I see another owl, it's definitely a sign, And so I saw another owl that same night, and it came close to me. And so now it's got my attention. Now I'm searching. I'm on ChatGPT. What does that mean? And I'm seeing omens, and people see owls when people die and stuff like this. So I didn't think nothing of it. Did I go out?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I didn't think nothing of it. And so I saw, and so now I'm just really searching, going hard. I'm searching. And so what I end up doing is going back to the last conversation me and my friend had the day before he died. He got killed. And we was talking about how the ancient languages had meanings to them. Every letter had meanings to them. And so in the midst of this process, I see one more owl. And when I go to this place, I type in my number. And I was like, I just seen 4 owls within the span of like 3 days. And they all close encounters. And while I'm talking, I put my number in the computer, and the screen pop up. It got a picture of an owl. All right, I'm like, okay, God, you got my attention. And now I go search the ancient language, because I go back to the text messages the day before to see what we was talking about. We was talking about ancient Hebrew. And so I looked up owl in the ancient Hebrew, and I ChatGPT'd it and looked up the letters, and it came back, it said the Yod, which is the divine hand, the beginning of transformation, and then the Nun, which is life in motion, the continuation of a soul, Shin, the fire, pain, or spiritual refinement, and then the Vowel was the bridge, the connection between worlds, and then the last letter was Pet, the mouth, the breath, the voice returning after one is silent. And when you put that together, let me see, can I get it? Let me see, can I get it? When you put it together, it forms a sentence, though, and the sentence is saying,
what are you yapping about, boy?
This man, he's talking about something that was
I want to know what this boy is yapping about.
Well, I'm just giving my experiences, man.
Go ahead and give it now, boy. Get to the point, boy.
Okay, you're in the hood. Who's going to be good for the hood?
Yeah, but long story short, it was a message straight from the Most High God telling me that my friend. Okay. Let me see, can I get it? Okay. So I went through the letters, and then it formed the sentence. I can't get to it right now, but when you put those letters together, it's telling you that that my friend was in the hands of the Divine One, and he's being going through a transformation. His life is in motion. His soul is continuing, and
It says a spiritual refinement, and then it had the bridge, the connection between worlds, and the mouth, the breath, the voice returning after silence. So my friend died, but I know that he's still, his soul is with the Most High God. That's what the message of the hour was when I broke it down in the ancient Hebrew. And the Most High got my attention because that's what we was talking about before he passed. And that's outside of the scriptures. I didn't have to go to the scripture. That's real life. I told my Christian friends. I told my Hebrew Israelite friends. I told my atheist friends. You know what everybody said? I told my Muslim friends. You crazy. But it's only a few people that can hear this and believe. But that's straight from my life experience. So I know that there is a God, you know, and that's a fact.
I received your message. Yeah, I hear you. Anybody else would like to share?
I hate to say this, but I think that you were not systematically like stalked by an owl who was like trying to, like, I don't know, molest your life and attack you, and just like I think you're just making this up. I think you're a liar, pants on fire, who made up a story about an owl, and it's not true. So that's all.
Beware to share on this stage at your own risk.
All lay and pray MMA fighters should be banned from the damn sport.
Listen, that was the most dominant win I've ever seen.
It was. But I just,
Hey, Edward, I see you there in the audience. Our Clown House director here, Mojo, has taken a break from the app. But, you know, we're going to have to get signatures still. So we'll see, you know, if you want to get signatures. But based on your text, I assume you don't want to because there's a lot of spam. And it's a waste of time. It could be a waste of time for you. But I'm pretty sure we could, you know, I mean, we've got $1,000 in the campaign account. And yeah, I'm sure you could raise more money on here in a lot of these rooms if you're actually getting petitions signed, you know?
Yesterday before I spoke to everybody, and I just seen all of the, I wasn't aware that you had some of your rivals on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of haters on here, so but they're part of the game, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we just not seeing that. So, yeah. Yeah, I was just following up with you. I seen that you were live. You know, I'm still interested, man. I think that you're a genuine person. You said you got what now?
We've raised $510 on the app, so I'm gonna match it. So we've got about $1,000 in our campaign account.
Last time I thought you said you had 1,000 already, and you were going to match 900 at 19.
No, we've actually only raised like 510 off of Clubhouse, so I may have misspoke, but we've only got, you know, $1,000 in the campaign. But
and you got the papers yet? You got the sheets?
I don't have the PDFs. I haven't spent any more time looking for them yet. But I'd also like to try to do like a digital way where voters could sign the PDF with DocuSign, and we could submit one petition, one signature, you know, and do it that way.
I'm not sure if that's all the way valid, but what we could do is have a mass meetup with the people that and correlate and coordinate like that. We'd have to look and see is that totally will that, you know, be totally valid in Illinois. But yeah, that's a great idea as well. And well, you know, I'm about to finish up here, so I wanted to see, you know, what was the urgency Elmhurst. You know, it's pretty expensive out here if I didn't have to. So if I could just shoot on out to Bloomington, I could.
Yeah. I mean, not yet. I mean, if we do, it's always probably going to be on a Friday, Saturday. So, because I figure that's when most people are out, and you can, capture the most number of signatures on a Friday, Saturday.
Me personally, I was just campaigning for today 42nd district out here for the state rep candidate, Republican candidate, and got 150 today. There's a festival. There was a festival Tuesday. I got 300. So, the weekend is good, but a lot of times, it doesn't matter. It's all about the distance. So, it's only, I don't know if I hang around here, what is it today? 4 holes of the week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not ready to do anything like, immediately until, Fridays and Saturdays. But the other component is, I mean, if you want to host rooms in the morning on Monday or Tuesday, I mean, a lot of this is also getting people from this app to basically donate to you or pay you. But because we only have $1,000, part of this gig is also trying to fundraise for yourself to get the petition signatures through this app. It may sound like an extra horrible step, but basically you're not going to get paid until the petitions come in signed anyways. So I'm saying you could, if on your profile, if you have Cash App, because even the haters will send you money.
I mean, I don't even know how to host a room and all of that.
Oh, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. But what I'm saying is there are people that that like to play games on this app, and I'm sure that the people who absolutely find me obnoxious would actually pay you not to do work. So there's always that upside.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a funny game.
I'll take all that under advisement, man. Just up turning the midnight oil. I seen that you were on, and I taking a listen to what you had going on over there. But keep me posted and updated, and
Yeah, Edward, if you can hear me, I will. So this is the Darren LaHood for Congress house, and one of our haters on here, Adams, who is supporting Darren LaHood, is giving us good content for YouTube. But we need Mojo X back, and he'll probably be back on Monday or Tuesday, hopefully. But he's the one who's helping do a lot of the organizing here on this app and doing the money bombs, fundraisers, and content creation. And he liked you, so, and I thought your interview went well, and I definitely want you to get signatures. But in terms of if you did a Friday and a Saturday and it was $200 a day, plus lodging, plus fuel, that's going to be like a $700 endeavor. I would assume that would be the minimum you'd want to go out there for a Friday, Saturday. But it's, we'll see. We'll do one test with one Friday, Saturday, see how many signatures you get, and then you can determine whether you want to do hourly or per signature. And then hopefully if we can raise a couple thousand, then it'll be no problem. You'll be able to maximize how much you're able to, bill doing this. If you want to, if you have an associate or a friend who wants to do it with you. Let me see here. So I'm gonna live stream an X space. This is Adrian Dittman, aka Elon Musk, live on X right now. It's called The Conversation. It's under Adrian Dittman. That X account is called John Kitover IL16.